This is breaking news.
Good afternoon. What? Good. Good afternoon. Chief of Department John Hodgens, Hodgens. We received a call for a fire in this warehouse about 10:37 this morning, and we arrived quickly to a large volume of fire on arrival. We attempted an interior fire attack, but the members were overwhelmed by the amount of fire, and we had to back all of our firefighters out of the building and go to an exterior attack. We have 3 marine fire boats here that are putting a lot of water onto this fire. It's a deep-seated, heavy volume of fire that's hard to get to the seat of the fire. We also are using our drones in the air to pinpoint where we have the fire, so we can move around the boats to extinguish all of the fire that's possible. We have a 3rd alarm assignment right now with about 150 fire and EMS personnel. Injuries at this time are 3 firefighters, 3 EMS personnel, and 2 civilians. These fires are, this fire is probably going to go on for a few days by the time we're able to fully extinguish it and get inside, possibly to, get to the deep-seated areas.
Chief, can you tell us about the warehouse or this facility? What's the difficulty in coming here and trying to fight this fire?
Fires in a warehouse have things that we're concerned about, such as collapse potential. This building is not really a very sturdy type of building. It's a metal building with truss construction, which has a large collapse potential, which is why we backed our members out of the building early in the operation. Whenever we respond to warehouse, we know that could be large amounts of combustibles, and we're not sure what that may be. So we take a precautionary measures because of that as well.
Can you elaborate a little more on what's making it so difficult to get to the seat of the fire?
We are, we're shooting water in from the outside from our fire boats, and it's difficult because we don't have access to there's not a lot of openings in this building. It's a sealed off building. So as we're able to get holes in the building from the pressure of the water stream, we get water onto the fire, but it's a difficult operation that takes time to get to the seat of the fire.
Can you tell us about the severity of the injuries of these, 6 people?
There's 8 total injuries, all minor at this time.
Okay, all minor injuries.
Yes.
How much of what was inside got destroyed? We're talking about evidence when it comes to what you found there.
I would estimate that most of the contents are damaged by fire, just based on the amount of fire that we know is in there.
Can you tell us about the collapse that happened inside?
Early on, there was a collapse. When you have a large volume of fire in a building like this, we realized that there is collapse potential due to the construction of the building, which is not that sturdy.
Did it actually collapse?
A section of it collapsed.
Can you tell us specifically what's burning?
I don't know exactly what the contents are, but there's a large amount of combustible material.
Yeah. And the combustible material meaning what? Gasoline tanks, things of that nature?
Yeah, well, Chief, can you pass over to Chief Madry?
Yeah, Chief Madry from the PD can elaborate on the contents.
Thank you. First and foremost, I want to thank Chief Hodgens, all the brave firefighters here. This is a tremendous task here, putting out a fire this magnitude. Their bravery is commendable. This is our Erie Basin Pound, one of our property facilities for the NYPD. And what we have here, what's stored here in particular, is we have a lot of biological evidence that's here. We also have some e-bikes, motor vehicles, and we do have a few historic vehicles as well. So we don't know the severity of the damage inside. First, we have to let the fire department take care of business and put this fire out and make it safe. And once it's safe, the fire marshals, along with our arson and explosion squad, will go in there. They'll start to look and understand what the cause of the fire is. And then, of course, our property specialists will be able to go in there and see what's damaged and what could be salvaged.
Chief, what do you know about about sort of the beginning of this? Like, I guess you have people.
Ma, start over. I didn't hear you. I have two questions going at one time.
What do you know about sort of like what happened here? Like, I guess you have officers are stationed here. What did they tell you happened?
What I was informed of right now is we have about 14 members of the service who work here, and we did have some outside contractors here, about 6 contractors. The contractors went into the warehouse to start performing their task, and they observed a fire at on a certain level. It wasn't a ground level that they could see. It was up kind of like on the shelves. They saw the fire. They alerted the police department personnel inside. Everyone backed out. FD was alerted. So for right now, we don't know too much about it, and this will be an active investigation.
There's about 300 to 500 e-bikes inside there.
We don't have we will have an accurate count later on in the course of the day and during the course of the investigation. But there was a substantial amount of motorbikes, e-bikes, like I said, a few vehicles,
You know,
and
a diesel truck in there or something like that?
that I have to look. I have to go through once they give me the itemized invoice of all the property. I'll be able to tell. But we did have some vehicles in there, and we had some biological evidence. And I'm gonna DNA. Things from past crimes, burglaries, you know, maybe shooting incidents. We have some biological evidence here as well.
Question over here. Chief, is there any parking violation vehicles stored in the facility?
That I'm not aware of. That'll be part of the investigation. We'll have an itemized, detailed list of everything that was
So
in
this
there.
is an evidence facility. It's mostly evidence, like not like come and pick up your car because it was towed.
It's mainly evidence. It's mainly evidence, but we store other things there as well. But the main purpose is to store evidence.
Chief,
Hold on.
Some questions surfaced, Chief, as to whether rape kits were stored there. Can you address that for us?
The rape kits are not stored here.
All right, guys, you got time? One more?
How far
Last
back
question
does
right here.
evidence go to?
The evidence goes back a long time, 20, 30 years. Some of the evidence was also from Sandy, property from Sandy as well.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Would you say it's a big loss, Chief?
Absolutely, of course. So this is one of our property facilities. It's a very serious and damaging fire. We won't really know the magnitude of what was destroyed in there until we have an opportunity to look at the invoice and see what was in there, and then see what we can salvage, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,